Long ago, in the land of Galilee, there lived a young woman named Mary. She was going to marry a man named Joseph. One day, an angel visited Mary. Mary was startled, but the angel said, "Do not be afraid, God is with you. You are going to have a baby, and his name will be Jesus." "How can this happen?" asked Mary. "I'm not even married." "God will make it happen," explained the angel. "Your child will be God's own son. He will be the true king promised to God's people." Mary bowed her head and replied, "May it happen just as you've said." Mary told Joseph that she was going to have a baby. Joseph was very surprised and wondered if he should marry Mary, but then an angel came to him in a dream. "Do not be afraid," said the angel. "Mary's baby is from God. His name will be Jesus. Marry Mary and take care of her and the baby." So Joseph did as the angel had told him. Not long after, there was an order saying that everyone in the land had to return to their hometown to be counted. "We must travel to Bethlehem," Joseph said to Mary. "My family is descended from the great King David, who ruled our land hundreds of years ago." Bethlehem is where King David was born. Mary and Joseph packed their bags and set off on the long journey.
By the time Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, all the inns were full. There was nowhere left for them to sleep. "What can we do?" Mary asked Joseph. "The baby will be born soon, and we need to find somewhere to stay." In the end, the only place they could find to rest was in a shelter where animals were kept. That night, Mary's baby was born. After feeding him, she wrapped him up snugly and gently laid him on the hay in the animal's manger. Mary and Joseph named the baby Jesus, just as the angel had said. That same night, some shepherds were looking after their sheep on the hills nearby. All was calm when suddenly an angel appeared to them. The bright light of God's glory shone all around. They were dazzled and amazed. "Do not be afraid," said the angel. "I bring you good news. God's true king has been born in Bethlehem. You'll find him wrapped safely and lying in a manger." Then the whole sky was full of angels, singing praises to God. When the angels had gone, the shepherds said, "Let's go and find this newborn king." They hurried off to look for him. They did not find baby Jesus in a house or at an inn. They found him in a simple shelter with the animals. At once, they knew he was the one they were searching for. Mary and Joseph were watching over the baby with love. As the shepherds gazed at Jesus, their hearts were filled with joy and wonder. Afterwards, they sang praises to God and told everyone what they had seen. Mary remembered it all and treasured it in her heart.
Far away in the east, some wise men were studying the stars. When a bright new star appeared in the night sky, they realized that a new king had been born. "Let's go and find this newborn king and worship him," the wise men said. They rode on their camels, following the bright star all the way to the city of Jerusalem. When they got to Jerusalem, they hurried to a big palace where they found an old king named Herod. But they did not find baby Jesus. "There's no newborn king here," Herod said, sounding worried. "But when you find him, come back and tell me so that I too can go and worship him." So the wise men climbed onto their camels and continued their journey, still following the star. The star led the wise men to a house in Bethlehem, where they found Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. The wise men knelt and kissed the baby's tiny feet. Then they gave Jesus 3 special gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These were presents fit for God's promised king.
When it was time for the wise men to go home, they did not go back to King Herod. God had warned them in a dream that Herod wanted to find the baby and make sure that Jesus would never grow up to be the king. When Herod realized that the wise men were not coming back, he was furious. But by then Herod was too late. Jesus had already escaped. An angel had visited Joseph in a dream again and told him to take Mary and Jesus to the country of Egypt. There they could live in safety, away from Herod. Mary, Joseph and Jesus stayed in Egypt until once again an angel came to Joseph in a dream. The angel told Joseph that Herod was dead and that it was safe to return. Only then did Mary, Joseph and Jesus make the long journey back to their home in the land of Galilee.